Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? What is going down, everybody? Sorry, you ever have something going on where you're about to do something and then like the second before you start, like someone calls you or you get messages or something? That's what happened right today. Like literally right as I was about to hit the go live button, I got a call and like multiple text messages like all at once. So shout out to who's rocking here, and turn off the sound now that we're here. And shout out to Robert, what up? Toyota One, what up? What up? Minnesota Mike, what's going on? Jamie, what up? Toyota One, I hear someone's clock sucking. I'm sure there's a little bit of it. Yeah, that's for sure. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay. And JJ, did you hear the Steelers news? Yes, I posted it on Patreon. Aaron Rodgers, he'll be over there soon. I mean, everybody who's in this draft, I'm sure already knows anyways, but yeah, he hasn't been drafted yet. I still wouldn't even want to draft him before now. I'm good with mine with the QBs that I got where I got them today. That's for sure. And what up, Matt? Matt says, how does one get into one of these drafts? Well, really just being here and asking. We have the link for tomorrow's draft. I can send you. The draft start at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. They're $11, and it's all a part of a really big tournament that is going down. And then we have 2 drafts on Saturday, 2 drafts on Sunday every week as well. 10 a.m. West Coast time. And 6 p.m. West Coast time are the 2 for Saturday and Sunday. But you also want to join our community at 420crew.com on Patreon. Then you will be in the loop with every single league that's starting and all the links for the different best ball tourneys. That's what this is. It's a best ball draft. And I do have Dynasty League drafts that are filling as well. And as we get closer to the season, we will have some redraft leagues going as well. The one redraft league that's filling right now is it's a 32-teamer. Projected start date's going to be around August 1st, and it's a $55 buy-in. 55! And it's going to be awesome. Oh, check this out, guys. I got a new sponsor of the show. Does anybody want to feel like does anybody want to let me see how I'm going to say this. I guess jump into the future, order weed online, and then get it delivered to your house? Because Jerome Baker does that now. So let me see here. So I got a couple flavors here. Let's see here. Grim Cherry Glass. So here we go. And of course, it's the THCA because that's how everybody is able to do this. And I'm going to throw the link in the chat right now. And if you use the promo code 420crew, you get 20% off everything. And we're going to try a few of these here. I got my pick coming up right now. Let's see. All right, let me get the link for you guys. There we go. Matt said, smoke them if you got them. Nice. You came to the right place, bro. Came to the right place. Because you already know, even if some of these fantasy football analysts do smoke weed, they like hide it online or whatever because they know people are going to judge them. I've just been getting judged my whole life, so I just don't give a shit anymore. We're going to go Mooney with this pick. All right. Okay. And when's the start date on that 32 man? Projected start date is August 1st. That's what we're shooting for. Still got to get, we got to fill it up. We got to get everybody paid into and, all that good stuff. All right, let me find this link. Where did I put it here? Here we go. So the flavors are on Galaxy Grove. All right, and here we go. There you go. There's the link there. And if you use the link, it automatically puts in the discount. If you just go to galaxygroves.com, just make sure, when you get to the checkout that you put in the discount code, because then I'll get the credit for sending you there and you get the 20% off. And let me see here. All right. Well, that made my choice easier. He went Zach Bond. I went Caden Ellis. Let's go. Okay, let's try some of this Frost OG first. Frost Furnace? Let's see. All right, it never does it. Smells pretty good. It never does the justice holding it up to the screen here, but I'll just hold it up to the screen so you can see it. This one's got some purple. Got some purple on it. All right. And that's definitely like the aroma that I get. I definitely have a purple aroma that's coming off here. All right. Let's smoke a bowl. And it's not dry at all. I will tell you that much. The Vegas weed, I think, is a little bit drier than this. It comes from Florida is where they ship out from. And I believe this one was $30 an eighth. And I'm not sure how much shipping is. That just depends on where you are in the country. So just, I like when I went on there, because they sent me all this. I didn't buy this. They sent it to me to show it off to you guys. But I had said that it was going to be like $9 shipping, like to where I am in Vegas. But that's like it's shipping from Florida. So that's like all the way across the country. So if you're somewhere in the middle of the country or on the East Coast, I'm assuming that it'll be cheaper than $9 shipping. Can't guarantee it, but and what up, TJ? I don't know if I shouted you out, but what up, bro? And JJ said, I thought you jumped into the future with some weed, or is that shrooms? Well, this is it's weed, it's THCA. So this is still, Texas is trying to ban it, but like everybody else is like okay with it. And and everything that I've learned about THCA is like everything's normal once it lights on fire. Like everything else, like I don't know. It's And Guap said, because you're a Padre fan. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm from San Diego, bro. And so even if I wasn't a Padre fan, it's more about the city than the Padres, anyways. With if you ever see me rocking an SD hat. Juan Soto's a bum. Hell yeah, he is. He was a bum when he was on the Padres, that's for sure. And Toyota One said, there goes the Steelers' new QB. Yep, I was debating, but I wanted to see if he could last another round or so. And yes, Pod Sunset, congrats on your new sponsor. Appreciate you, bro. And Toyota One, so Jerome Baker, they got a line of weed now. It's THCA, so it's legal, to deliver everywhere. And got a couple kinds here that we're gonna try out. And I put the link in there. It's gardengroves.com. I'll put it in again just in case, but use the link, guys, and then you'll get 20% off of anything that they got in the store. And when you make some kind of purchase, just let me know. Bob said Yankee Soto was fire and now he's back to being a bum. I think it's just I mean, who knows what it is, when you actually like play around people who like who I would say bring the best out of you, like you'll play at your peak. I mean, because Soto, like, he wasn't necessarily a bum when he was on the Padres. Like, he actually started heating up, like, towards the end. But it was also because, like, got a spark plug like Fernando Tatis. Like, because even Machado, he would go through these waves of being, like, kind of scrubby. And it's way different with like, Tatis over there. Because when he's balling, it's like, I don't know, man. He just kind of rubs off on other people. Dang it, what do I want to do? You know what? Let's get Jordan Brooks. We haven't got him in a little while. Let's get Jordan Brooks on the squad here. And all right, and let's try this. This is the Frost Furnace OG. And like I said, really soft. It wasn't dry or anything like that. And that's like always like a big thing is like, if it's like dry weed, like I'm usually never even going to fuck with it. So that was the first thing that I noticed about this. This was not dry at all. Here we go. It's tasty. It's got that purple lavender taste. Ooh, where am I going to go with this next pick? You know what? Dart just went. I think I got to go rest, man. We're talking 15th round here. And Guapsa, maybe because I'm a Yankee fan, I feel that way. And yeah, my family wanted him to go to the Mets, but he wanted to stay a Yankee, and now he's ass. Yeah, man. I mean, that's, like, it's one of those things is like money can't buy happiness, and like when you're abundantly rich, it definitely doesn't buy happiness. Like, that's why I don't understand, like, I'm sure he would have got a deal with like the Yankees, but would it have been the astronomical fucking number, that he got with the Mets? Like, probably not. But like, either way, he would have been rich, by anybody's, any normal working person's like standards. So yeah, that's why I don't like, if it's his first contract, like that's something different. You got to do stuff to like make money to like take care of your family and stuff. But like, when you sign these real long-term deals and then you're not going to be happy. Like, come on, man. Like, I could be doing so many other things to make like more money than what I'm doing right now. And like, I feel so happy just doing what I'm doing. Am I a millionaire? Hell no. Or do we struggle sometimes? Hell yeah. But like, I couldn't even imagine doing, anything that I didn't love. Like I really wouldn't. I mean, I'm here drafting smoking weed with you guys as like a part of like what I do for my business, man. I fucking love it. And JJ said, from everything I've seen about weed, it seems like it's same kind of as alcohol. It's bad for you when it comes to motor skills and whatnot, but not long-term damage like other drugs. Just like alcohol, there's a limit to where you shouldn't drive. But other than that, there's no issues. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to agree with pretty much everything you said. But one thing, like, there's not been one known death from marijuana. Okay. There's not been one known death from cannabis. So that's how it differs from alcohol, because you could keep fucking drinking alcohol and like you could die, you know, based on how much you actually drink. Like, I mean, you could try to smoke like a fucking pound of weed, you know, it would like never happen. You would just fall asleep, you know, before it ever like got to that point. But that's like what I mean, that there's a huge difference in like which one actually causes, you know, like a lot of damage to your body. Because yeah, like, I mean, depending on how you smoke, you know, because there's a whole bunch of people who love smoking tobacco, you know, blunts or, you know, different wraps or whatever. Like that's not good on your lungs. You know, if you're smoking out of a bong, I mean, that's fucking what was that? Dang it, knocked up. I use a bong, it filters out the addictive stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like it literally grows from the earth. You know, like obviously there's more involved now, but just like with anything else, like just like with any other flower, any other fruit or whatever, you know, when you control the climate and when you control the specifics of the sun and all that shit, like, you know, you kind of make these things do what you want. Oh, the Bayou with Van Ginkel in the 16th round. And Matt said, I live in Europe, but I'm from the Midwest in the USA. I said, man, I miss the convenience of dispensaries. Man, I believe it. We're out in Europe, dude. And thanks for joining, bro. What time is it where you're at over there? What? That's it? Guap, 5 million more? That's it? I mean... But wasn't it like a long-term deal? Was it like 5 million per year for like the 15 years that he signed? Or am I wrong about that? Did he not sign some fucking insane contract with the Mets? But that's it. It legit was only 5 million more. Like, what? That is ridiculous, to say the least. Oh man, I can't even believe that. That's it. And JJ said, I mean, you aren't wrong. He said, otherwise, everyone who went to Snoop Dogg's house would come out in body bags. Yeah, exactly right. Oh, nice. In Ireland. Okay. And 2:50 in the morning. We appreciate you, bro. Do you work in tech or something to where like you're on American hours because of like the hours that you work? Always curious to hear about that, because I know there's a lot of people in different countries who they're on, you know, they do remote work for American companies. And Guap says, I don't care. No one says throw goat. And yeah, the Yankees added one more year than the Mets, which makes his average down. Yeah, but his family wanted him to be a Met, so he listened to him. Man, just can't listen to family, bro. Right? Gotta listen to your heart. Gotta listen to your heart. Man, sucks at this part of the draft. It really does. Oh, fuck it. Let's go Thielen. All right. JJ said, being from Ireland is half the road covered in alcohol and the other half covered in leprechauns, like in the movies. That's funny. And Guab said, yeah, but I listen to you when I ask about trades, and I feel the same as him sometimes. Sadness. I mean, you know, it's tough, man. You know, people, you know that saying, go learn today. You gonna learn today. I mean, I feel like that's what it is. It's like some people, like they feel like they got to learn it themselves, you know, And like I think Robert said Huss got to snipe his favorite wide receiver, Bateman. Where? Who fell for the bait, man? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Nah, dude. One Nation. Fuck, man. You're tripping, bro. He said about to win championships, though. You already know. You already know. Chris B said, dude, you killed the value on Gesicki. Oh, hold on. Dang it. I don't think I got it yet. Okay, I don't have that one yet, but I got to drop it. Let me see.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, I got the I don't give a fuck. I got to get that one, that solo one. That'll be one that I use just for you, Crispy. Let's see. We got a couple new sounds here.
And all these hoes laughing like something funny. Dude, they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. What I just said.
All right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean, Basil?
I don't think so, Tim.
You bastard!
There's some new ones for the board. Woo! Has a legend. DeJean been drafted yet? Not yet. Woo!
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
That's
all
just
these
gonna be
hoes
for
laughing
you
like something
every
funny.
time. Every time. Woo! Oh, but yeah, what I was saying is, sometimes people, they got to learn things the hard way, Like, I mean, I haven't been playing in dynasties for like years and years, but man, I mean, I've been playing in long enough and enough of them that I feel like I have a lot of experience compared to like normal people, I mean, a lot of normal people maybe playing like one or two dynasties. I mean, shit, I've been playing in like double-digit dynasties for, I mean, almost like 5 years now. And so just like all these different leagues and all these different things. I got you guys covered, man. I got you guys covered. And Guap said, when's the raffle for the super chats? 7/10. So there's like a month-long raffle pretty much. And 7/10, for those who don't know, in the dab community, it's oil upside down, but dabs. So yeah, 7/10. And the raffle is we got 3 of these glass on glass bongs. It's from Prism, I guess because of the light you can't really see the name there. Glass on glass, super industrial glass. The whole top part kind of comes apart. It makes for very, very easy travel. All right, Jack Campbell, baby. Let's go. Yep, speaking of DeJean, there he goes. And Matt said, oh, nice. Early retirement for me. I race greyhounds in my free time, and we do have paved roads and lots of pubs. Nice. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Early retirement's awesome. What is that? Got your team stream? What is that? Yeah, Brown said 8 to 12 rounds early on DeJean. Probably, because if you ain't taking him that early, I don't know. Got 3 IDPs so far. We definitely need more. JJ, you feel like the Lions championship window is closed? No, I mean, them losing their center isn't going to be good, though. That's definitely not going to be good. Because I know he's a fucking all-pro. Brown said earliest I've taken him is 28. Okay. I'm surprised you never taken him earlier than that. Man, Frankie Louvu couldn't even make it another round, man. But I had to get in the zone, baby. Get in the zone. Oh, look, got a couple more drops here. So We already know we got the Shakira for the names, right?
Shakira.
Also got
Straight cash, homie.
I got that one.
Jake!
So if there's any Jakes,
Jake!
Skyler.
if there's any Skylers,
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
and then if there's any Wilsons out there, and then we got to figure out. Oh, here goes some South Park ones. Here we go.
They took our jobs. They took our jobs. They took our jobs.
They took our jibs.
Got those ones. And then here we go. We got a lot of training day ones.
King Kong ain't got shit on me! Come back here! You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk. Give me that money! I run shit here! And then I'm gonna get that money. You shot me in the ass.
that would be for Brad Robinson also.
You think you can do this to me? Oh, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, there we go. We're ready with some Denzel quotes now. All right. Oh, and I totally missed out on the Patrick Queen drop a little earlier.
She's a killer queen.
Hey. Oh. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see. What other songs can we play here?
Fucking heartbroken, dude.
Damn it, man.
Yeah. Man, so like I just want to dedicate, like I just did an episode live. I did a live draft on DraftKings dedicated to him. And I just want to like spark this episode up. I know you guys are already in the middle of this, but I just want to take a moment and say something heavy. So bear with me, man. Like, this is really heartbreaking to me. This is heartbreaking news. My buddy Anthony Servino has passed away yesterday. Like, this dude, he is a freaking legend in the fantasy football world. Like, he's the founder of the FFA Soft. He always dropping his fucking knowledge on RotoWire. If you guys heard of RotoWire, he's also a expert ranker on Fantasy Pros. Dude's straight up elite. And like, I helped him run his Facebook group. There's only like 6 of us that run this, and it has over a 10. Oh no, it's 100,000 members, dude. It's not as big as yours, Alex, but it is up there. And he's gone, man. But beyond that, like the stats and the takes, and he was a fucking real dude. Like, he's passionate. He was consistent. He was always grinding every single day, man. He helped build the fantasy community and what I am today, because I interacted with him daily. I was in his DMs. I was in his chats, just like I am with you. And he interacted with me. He was a real one. And he's going to be missed big time. So, like, I did a draft earlier. I dedicated it to him. So I just want to say, like, I am dedicating my whole entire season to Anthony Servino. So any winnings that I stack up in my leagues this year, I am going straight and supporting his wife and son, because his son has problems too. His son has health issues. So I'm just going to give every single one of my winnings to their GoFundMe for man.
Yeah, shit's rough, man. I mean, I'm assuming he wasn't super old, so I'm assuming that this was
my age.
Expected, man, right? I mean, I know him. I don't remember the last time like we communicated, but I know we've I know we've talked randomly before. Yeah,
man, I just want to say rest easy, brother, man. Like, this bowl's for you. I'm dedicating my whole entire season to you, and I'm broken up over this, man. I can't believe I lost another one.
It's rough, dude. And K2 said share the GoFundMe. I don't know if you can if you want to send it to me on
yeah.
or If you want to put it in the chat or send it to me on Facebook or whatever, and I'll put it in the chat.
I'll grab it. Yeah, I just gotta go find it. I have it on my Twitter. Yeah, if you go on Twitter, if anyone's on Twitter, just go find Jimmy Perogue. I shared it.
And when did this happen? This was
yesterday.
Today?
It happened yesterday. I just found out today. Like,
damn.
As soon as I got off work, like I got off work at 2.
Uh-huh.
I took a nap, woke up at 4, and I look at my phone, and that's the first thing I see on my phone. And I just bawled my eyes out. Like, I don't cry, dude. Like, I'm a fucking man. But this fucking hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
Entry for that draft.
So
and if that person wins in that draft, then we'll donate all the winnings to the family.
So the earliest we could do that would be number 171. So that might be in like a month or so.
Let's do 177.
Okay. Perhaps I can't think like that, bro. Yeah. I can't have survivor's guilt. Like, yeah, I mean, it just, he said my buddy died in battle, like right next to me. He said, just live the life the way you would, the way he would respect you and be proud of you and be there for the fam. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, Brown, thank you in the house, bro. I want to thank Brown for his service. I did find did you know that when a veteran dies that they leave like pennies and quarters and nickels and dimes on the grave, and it means different things. Like a quarter means that you died with the guy. Penny means that you like knew the guy.
Dang.
So when you show up to a grave and you see the pennies, nickels, and dimes, that's a veteran.
Did not know that. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Let me see. We got this uploaded. All right, Crispy said he's in, so we'll figure that out, and we'll figure out when that's gonna be. But yeah, it'll be something that'll be. I mean, we're gonna plan it out in advance. And is that what you want it to be, Jamie? Do you want it to be number 177?
Yeah, I'll be 177. That's one of my lucky numbers. I'll donate the whole fucking cruise entry, so it'll be a free draft for everyone. We just have to track it to make sure that if the winner wins in that draft, I want all the donations to go to the family.
Okay. And K2 said, let's double or triple the buy-in on it. We'll see.
Well, I can afford that, man. Like I'm living on ramen noodles right now. So
well, no, I'm sure other people would like throw in on it, but how about instead of like making it an extra buy-in, you know, if someone wants to do like what Jamie's doing, or if a couple people want to go in on it, you know, it's like whatever division we do, and it could be, just 420 crew members, and like, yeah, just like Jamie said, if the winner comes out of like one of these divisions, like we'll know that like that's the goal, is to like take that money and pass it on to the family.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like remember when Mike Tagliere died?
Yeah, was that 2 years ago at this point?
No, it was like 4 years ago.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it was a long time ago because I was during COVID.
Seems like it's more recent.
He literally just bought a house, a big acred house. He bought a motorcycle, and he was another one he was a real one. He would DM me with questions, like answers to my questions daily. Right. And like, I wasn't like, I didn't know him like I did Anthony, but still, he was a guy that took his time out of his day to like, answer my questions. And this was when I was new to the community in like 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
And then literally like 4 months ago, no, it was like 3 months ago, I connected with his wife, Tabby.
Okay.
And she now just started her YouTube backup called Tabby Talks.
Uh-huh.
Me and her comment and message each other back and forth all the time. But she has a boyfriend now, and that kind of makes me mad. Like, am I wrong to be mad that like she now has another boyfriend?
I mean, it's probably not wrong to be mad, but I mean, it's one of those things too. Like, you can't like stop living your life like forever. Like, I mean, if it happened like 2 weeks later, that's something. But if it's been like
it was
years,
like, it's been 4 or 5 years. So yeah,
because I guess even me, like, I thought it was like literally 2 years ago, and you said it was like what, like 4 years ago. So even like the timeline in my head, it seems like a lot more recent than.
But like she
what it
has
really is.
inspirational videos. Go to Tabby Talks, TABBIE, Tabby Talk on YouTube. And me and her have been messaging back and forth, and I comment on her videos, and they're like 3-4 minute videos that she just gives inspirational talks about life. And
Yeah.
it makes me think of the good things in life, even though I have so much bad shit going on in mine.
Yeah, I mean that's good that she's doing something like that. Yeah, and Brown said we can definitely plan something cool for him, dude. He said you don't have to donate it. We can all put our heads together and do something special.
I would love that, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure we can, man. Fucking sucks, man, when people go before they should, just age-wise, man. Like, it's different if someone lived a long, full life and they're like in their 80s or 90s or whatever. But man, I mean, yeah, it just fucking sucks. Oh wait, so here we go. That I like, because don't they do like some podathon or something like every year?
Yeah,
Like,
Anthony does a podathon every year. It's 24 hours straight.
yeah, I donated one of those times to that cause, like before all the bullshit like started happening, to where like they read out, whatever ad drop you want them to read or whatever. And I can't remember who it was, but I felt like I got a little bit shafted on the read, but it was kind of funny though, because it's like just normal, like it's normal. It's like it's like the fantasy people, and like someone like is reading the ad, and like they didn't know who I was or anything, so they probably just read it and like that was it. But no, it was what the hell's that guy's name? It was Eric Moody before he got all big time on ESPN and shit.
Moody. No, I don't know him. He's not part of the face off.
No. But that podathon, isn't it? Where like it's like every hour there's like different people who come on and like shit like that.
Yeah,
He was one of the guests that came on. But Eric Moody, he's like on ESPN on their stupid fantasy show that he's been on this show like before he like I don't know started being on ESPN like every week.
Yeah, you're talking about the mental health podathon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like they helped me like 2 years ago when I was going through my breakup, and I met a lot of people in the chat connecting with me through the mental health shit. That's kind of fucked up. Like if you had a bad experience with that.
Well, no. It was like, I mean, it's just like anything else. It was like, I mean, you pay to donate, and then it's like for an ad read, So either way, it was about donating to the cause more than anything. It was just kind of funny the way that it worked out. But no, I know that they were always doing that like every year. And that's definitely a big time thing.
I hope they keep doing it, man.
Was he like the head of the face off?
Yeah, he created it. It was his, like he created the FF face off, and he created the face off, like the face off Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I remember I messaged him one time because I'm like, dude, why are you getting so much porn videos? Like people are spamming your football shit with porn. I'm like, there's a way to stop that. So he invited me as a moderator, and I put all these specific things to stop this shit, and it completely stopped every single spammer, every single porn person. there's this one, like, it was called Okay. They kept, every time we banned them, they would create a new account and still try to spam their shit with a new account. And then I figured out how to stop that.
Damn it. That's good. Dude, all right. So this is like super trippy. So like I went to just go search them in Facebook, like on our messages, because I know we messaged back and forth. And I was supposed to go on one of their podcasts, but the reason I didn't at that time was because one of our homies, Stu, passed away, and I was having a really good time with like that. So that was like 3 years ago at this point. And like how crazy is like the timing like on that? And it's like a whole huge message. We were like talking about wrestling and shit. And but dude,
Anthony loved wrestling, man.
we were like the same age. He was like 37 in when do we talk? In 2022? I think I'm 1 year younger than him. Like, man, it's gone way too young, man. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and that was really the last time that I think the shit happened with those other guys or whatever, and then so like we just never did anything after that. But man, yeah, it's
funny because his co-host Mike Hoff, he would drink Coors Light, and I would make fun of him. I was like, "Hey, you're drinking a girly drink tonight? Hey, you want me to make you a strawberry daiquiri?" And then, but Anthony would be straight up drinking whiskey and fucking hitting his vape, and like dude was a fucking real dude, like in a fucking muscle shirt. Just like, he worked out, he was healthy. See, I don't understand. How did he go so soon?
Yeah, man. Shit's heavy.
Man, I'm on the clock in a couple leagues. Damn. All right. 420 crew, help me out here. This is a fucking crazy league full of nobodies.
Let's hear it.
Some dude took Cam Scattaboo at the 110.
Damn.
111.
I had it since yesterday. I don't know. Like, let me see. Yeah, on the THCA, you don't really have to give a whole bunch of like crazy, like, you know, specifics on when it was harvested and shit like that. But it's not dry like at all. That was the first thing that I mentioned when I first pulled it out and cracked the nug. It's like it is. It's not dry at all.
So I tried to put that GoFundMe in, but it's too long of a link for YouTube.
Yeah, just send it to me on Facebook. I know why. Man. Yeah, there's and every link where it's like if the link is like, I don't know, 10 million characters long, there's always a question mark somewhere in the link, and you can delete everything after the question mark.
Yeah.
And then that's all.
I see. Yeah, I see the question mark.
That's just
distribution, ID, blah blah blah.
Yeah, see all that bullshit after. It's not necessarily needed, but that's like the cache or whatever.
That's why. All right.
Yeah. So I'll cut all that off, and it'll. Yeah. See, fuck, that's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, so here's the GoFundMe, guys.
And I'll try to match dollar to dollar if I can. Like
don't worry. Nah, man, don't even like promise stuff like that. Just because, like, I mean, people are gonna do it because, you know, they want to like help out, you know, not because you're gonna match it. Like, people want to help out.
You guys, man.
Yeah, people want to help out. They're gonna help out, and I'm assuming people wouldn't send more than they could, but you know, like that'd fucking suck, man. If you know, I don't know their whole situation, but if we're just assuming that he was the provider for the family, you know, just like gone at 40 years old, like that's just fucking insane to fucking think about, man. Insane to fucking think about. And I mean, just, even like me, I can't put a whole bunch of money, but I'm going to throw down $20, and just like every little bit helps. Like imagine if 1,000 people threw $20, I mean, that's $20,000, right there. And especially someone in the fantasy community, like we should, I know everyone wants to gatekeep, and there's a lot of people who like fucking hate when new people come in, and but it just really shouldn't be.
I think we should all just get along, work together.
Yeah,
but but you get these fucking fucks like the Rum Boys, like the Bum Boys. It's like you can't win, dude. You can't win, man. Like they're just shitty ass people that put out shitty content, and they try to fight you. It's like, dude, why can't we just get along?
Yeah, and seeing it's kind of all right. I just threw down my $20 there, and it's it's just bullshit. Like I mean, because like I never had any issues with Anthony, and like I don't know, like if I if I would have like cared about those guys, and like like which I really didn't. Like, could I have gone to Anthony and be like, man, dude, this is your crew? Like, literally, like, messaging people, like, behind my back, telling them not to, like, do squares because I'm going to make, like, $2 off of their 2 squares or something, And, like, because that's literally what it was. Like, they were campaigning about me making money off of the squares. Like, do you guys know that he takes a rake? And, like, everybody who plays, like, yeah. Like,
I remember that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
I can't remember who the fuck it was. It wasn't Anthony. Like,
no,
I mean,
it was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was. Fucking. Who was that, man? I don't even think he's a part of that anymore.
Because he was a douche. He probably wasn't a part of it.
I remember that shit, and like I remember like supporting you. Be like, I'm in on these. I win money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was some. That's not even a part of their crew anymore. But no, like the main people are Pete Nova. Pete Nova's awesome. Then there's Steve D'Angelo. And there's Michael Hoff. Those are the only 3 people that actually fucking know their shit, that I follow, that I interact with. But everyone else they're fucking garbage.
Yeah, and we're gonna see, because I'm still debating if I'm gonna be able to make it to the expo or not. What sucks is tickets are just so goddamn expensive right now. But I think it's because it's 2 months out still, and it's like the longer you wait, the cheaper that they'll get. So I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks and see if tickets get any cheaper.
I think my buddy Steve, the IDP hunter, he already bought my ticket, and I even told him I might not be able to go. He was like, well, fuck it. I already bought it. So if you do go, you're paid for. So I'm like, cool. All right. We'll see what happens. But you never know. Shit could happen. Like, stuff comes up.
Sounds good, Crispy. Crispy just he just Zelled me 20, and he said throw in 20 for him. So I'm going to do that right now.
Crispy, you're the man. Oh, fuck yeah. Did I put a tweet out earlier? People are fucking interacting with it. I put a thing on my Facebook group. This one motherfucker, I even looked and see if he was on your Facebook group, because I was going to ban him. He said, who cares? And laughed at it.
Yeah, man. That's
motherfucker, Roger Lane.
What the fuck?
And I was like, dude, I'm going to make sure you're not in any these fantasy football Facebook groups. You're banned.
Yeah, dude, what a dick. Yeah, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, Roger Lane. If you ever see a Roger Lane,
I hate people. I love all you guys, but I hate people, man. Because why? Why? You couldn't just fucking scroll over and not say anything?
Yeah.
Like, you have to go out of your way to be a dick? Like, I hate people like that.
like my co-host, because I found out about this when I woke up from my nap today from my Going for Two group. And I'm just like, no, like people know, and that like like I love Anthony, and my co-host private messaged me, and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need to talk to anyone?" Because he knew I would have been upset. Like people like that reaching out, I love people like that. But
Hey,
people
there
that
we go. Look at Brown. He said I'll do a grade, please, and he said Gunzel 21 because fuck Crispy. So he wanted he wanted to one up. He wanted to one up.
just one up Crispy.
Yep, K2, you'll be next. And so it's gonna come out as 3 separate payments there. So like that'll be cool. There's gonna get like 3 separate, 2020, then 21 coming right now. And
you guys are the ultimate supporters, man. Like I haven't met a group of people that support Alex as much as other people support other podcasts. Like you guys are amazing. That's why I love you guys, man. That's why I stuck around for like the last 2-3 years.
Tucker 1, you're after K2. Hell yeah, man. Super tight knit group. And like, there's always going to be people coming and going, but I mean, the real ones are always going to be hanging around. So I appreciate you guys for sure. All right, there we go. So hopefully they see that. I mean, I see some other like huge ones that are coming in. So I'm sure, I'm assuming that every donation, means something to them. But man, I mean, people are showing love. I just saw like someone donated like 1,000 or something, or maybe those are just the top ones. I'm not sure. Yeah, the top one's like 1,000.
Oh, you can actually see the donations on the
GoFundMe? Yeah. So look, yeah, so like and Toker 1, he donated over there as well.
Well, like when you donate, you could put like the group that you're associated with and
So
Toker 1 and like whoever donated.
So I don't know if it's because I wasn't signed in and I just did it quick. That it just has my name like on there, and it doesn't have any information besides it. Toker 1 said he threw in 10, and Anthony said, "What are we throwing in for?" Go ahead, Jamie. Let them know what we're throwing down for right now.
So I just want to let everyone know, if you're just joining, a good friend of mine and a true legend. I would call him an actual legend in the fantasy football community. He was the founder of the FF Face Off. He's always on the Roto Wire, and he does Fantasy Pros rankings. The dude is straight up elite. Like I help run his Facebook group. We have about 100K members in that group, and he passed away yesterday. And this dude was like so passionate. He was consistent with his rankings. He's always grinding, putting out videos 5 times a week. Like he helped build the fantasy community. He helped me become what I am because he gave me confidence to do what I'm doing now, to put myself on camera. And he ended up passing away. And I just want to dedicate my whole season to Anthony Servino. So everything that I win in my dynasty leagues and my best ball leagues and if I win this tournament, I'm putting every dime into his family because his son also has health problems. And now it's just him and his son and his wife. So I feel heartbroken, man.
Toyota 1 threw down $20 right now as well. So, we're at least we're doing what we can, I mean, 20 $20 sounds like something. I'm glad that like we could all like throw down a couple bucks, and I mean, it's supporting one of our fallen brothers in the fantasy community. of these content creators out here. And like, there's a lot of haters who like don't want to see people like make money. Like, I want to see like everyone who creates content make money, because that means that everyone can live off of like what we love. Like that's literally should be the goal for all of us, man. And what up, Circle Cross? What up, Ziggy? Said what up, people from another steeple. He said if you got time for a grade, yes, sir. So you'll be after Toker 1. Yeah, appreciate you guys. What up, Carl? And he said, I just finished my WNBA auction draft. He said, got Breanna Stewart. And how do I say it? Linesco. Man, if you didn't get Caitlin, it doesn't matter, right? And Toker 1 said, I gotta have another surgery next month. And my wife is having a surgery too, and only 50% survival rate. Man.
What?
Well, we're smoking for you in advance for the good vibes, bro. Like we good vibes, man. We need it for you, bro. We need it for you. Make sure you message me before and after, please. Just so
I'm gonna be praying for you, man. 50% is not good odds.
All right. We need to smoke more weed around here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my bowl because I need to smoke a bowl.
Let's do it. Circle Cross said, damn, brother. Sorry to hear that, my brother. Yeah, man. It was Anthony Servino from the Fantasy Face-Off. That's who we're honoring tonight. And if you hear us talking about like throwing down, we're throwing down on their GoFundMe. I think like a handful of us have thrown like 10 or 20 bucks like down, and just literally whatever we could do to help. It looks like they've raised like 11,000 and their goals 18,000. So hopefully, hopefully we can do our part a little bit. And man, this shit just fucking sucks, dude. Shit sucks, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's smoke more, and then we're going to get to these grades here. Okay. And actually, you know what? Let me put a song on real quick. I'm going to mark down everybody's super chats here, just so I don't miss anything. Let me see. Hold on. Where the hell is it? There we go. That's what I was looking for.
I'm going to send you a fucking free jersey.
Hell yeah, dude.
Seriously, hit me up.
Yeah, let me see. Let me just connect you guys right now. I'll just connect us all in a chat. I'm sure that'll make it easier.
That's amazing, dude. Thank you, Robert. Wait, Crispy, I sent you a Jerome Baker jersey?
Okay, there we go. All right, just connected everyone, just so don't forget. I'll do my part.
Cool.
And let's see what TA say. Can we request one over the other? Like if we win a bong, can we request a jersey? I'll say yes, but there would be a few options. Yes. How about that? Yes. I'll just say yes. Nobody knows what I have and don't have. But yeah, if you didn't want a bong because you don't smoke, I have a few jerseys that it could be thrown in the mix for that. Signed jerseys as well. All right. And Crispy said, love the Jerome Baker. Yeah, let's get it. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back. One second.
All right, well, he's gone. Let me look at this highlight you got. Hurts, Genty, Brown, May. Oh my freaking God. That's the first 4 picks. Making me nut. Then you went Hubbard, Henderson. Let's see. Who could you had over Henderson? I would have rather have taken. Oh no, McLaurin got sniped.
Yeah, it was right
That would
before.
have worked. Maybe Sutton over Henderson. I don't mind the Henderson pick, but I would have rather had maybe a Sutton.
I mean,
DJ Moore definitely.
I mean, the way that, and sorry to nitpick you, Brown, especially after you gave, you know, a higher a higher donation than Crispy. But yeah, what I'm gonna say is, I love when you guys take the rookies here because man, they could pan out. I don't have the stones to take those rookie running backs that early in this tournament because I know it could pan out, but I feel like it's always like the wide receivers that really pan out. Like this running back class is a little bit different though, because I mean, these 6 guys, I can't really remember a running back class like of recent years where there was like 6 guys that people wanted in the first round.
Yeah, never.
That like all thought were going to be a thing like right away. You know, like I don't remember a class this deep at, you know, like maybe you go back to like the CMC days, you know, like maybe that class
What was that?
was one of those ones. It was like Kareem Hunt, CMC, Leonard
Fournette.
Leonard Fournette, yeah, who was drafted at number 4 overall. Yeah, and I mean, I think wasn't Joe Mixon draft that year? Like, also, like, I mean, there's a lot of people like that year. This might rival that one because that might be one of the best running back classes, like maybe ever, just because of how many guys there was that stayed around. And yeah, TJ, that's Uncle Buck. Tucker once said, I'd like a Jaden rookie card. Yeah, I don't have shit like that. Like, I mean, it's all my signed jerseys are pristine auction.
I'll send you a Jaden Daniels jersey, but you ain't gonna get a rookie card.
Yeah, like man, it's that's one that man you keep for a couple years. It's like, you know, a percentage on your kids' college. Why not you, Tucker? Not you, Tucker. One, it would be, you know, grandkids, you know, college. You know, but yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what some Jaden Daniels cards might be going for in a year or two, because like you see some of those Herbert cards and shit, like after he got solidified, 10 G's, 15 G's, like man, just insane. And Tucker once said Fournette says ready to play anywhere. Oh man, it's still so crazy to me, man, that he was drafted 4th overall. I mean, he's one of the highest running backs drafted, you know, in like the last like 30 years. It's fucking insane. Okay. So Hurts, Drake May, and JJ McCarthy. Any other guys? You don't really like drafting the backup, so I mean, got Hurts' backup though. I'm gonna say a B+ for that QB crew there. It's a solid crew. RBs, Genty, Hubbard, and Henderson. I mean, here's where I would hate a little bit. I need to get the Dave Chappelle hate. TJ said calls me out here, but is quiet in the DM. Just saying. I mean, I'd almost rather have that because I don't want people acting like a bitch in the DM, man. I hate that shit, you know. At least Uncle Buck, he's always been vocal ever since like day one, and it's never really been too much shit talking on people. More just that he's gonna win, and that the league is his. And dude, he's won one. He won last year. Was last year the year that you won? I didn't win, so I don't even remember who won without going and looking. It's all in my spreadsheets. But yeah, like the rookie running backs come back, hate. Because I feel like this, like I'd give it a B-, but that's like me even being that's me being a little bit generous. I feel like it could be teetering between B- and C+. And wide receivers, AJ Brown, Ridley, Reed, Deebo Samuel, and Ricky P. I'm saying a B for those wide receivers. IDP, Singleton, Quay Walker, Cashman,
Straight cash, homie.
Chin, Tyrese Knight. It's all right. That's solid. Brandon Jones, Highsmith, Schlesinger, Jihad Campbell, H2O. Damn, you got I just totally forgot about Taysom in this one. You got him in the 29th round. It's kind of ridiculous. And Pace, Rosenboom, Dodson. I'm gonna give that a B plus. You got enough firepower, but you already know I'll never give you an A in the IDP. If you get more than 12, I can't even give it an A because you have enough players that would like bring it down, like just no matter what.
I'm shouting out all the 420 crew members that donated the GoFundMe. And I'm letting them know that this is all coming from the 420 crew members. In this episode dedicated to Anthony, so shout out to you guys.
Hell yeah. Yeah, everybody coming through. Let's see how much got donated by the 420 crew right now. Let me just let me refresh real quick. So
Bam.
So 100 from Robert, 20 from Toyota 1. No way, 100 from K2. 21 from Brown. 20 from Crispy. 20 from myself, and then 10 from Toker 1. So that's 291.
Bro, that's awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I'm definitely going to put together a fucking league where it's completely free for all members, especially everyone that donated is going to be in this league for free for a chance to win the 420 Crew Hustler tournament.
Let me mark that. Let me just mark everybody, and let me just mark that down, just because I know that's might not be for like a month or so.
Yeah. So we're gonna do 177.
So it was Robert, K2, Brown, Crispy, Toyota 1, Toker 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just double check. Was it 7 of us that donated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, 7 of us. Okay, there we go. Got that marked down for later.
And like, he had such an awesome handle. It was the real NFL guru. Like anyone with the name Guru in your fucking handle, gotta give shout out to him, man. The real NFL guru.
Yeah, there was so many usernames when I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do for like the content creation, and I just it started with some kind of guru. I don't even remember like what it was, but then I had to change it. I was like, no, I can't do that.
I just put my name because if everyone knows me by my name, they're gonna find me by my name. So, like,
what up, Follow Rob? Okay, let's get back over here to Brown Squad. And I said beat the last 2 champs to take the league. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you had he had a tough road through the playoffs. I remember that. You had to face like the toughest team like each time, and you beat them. And each round. And man, that's like major props because like, yeah, you went through the gauntlet. You came out the other end. And I think like the people that you beat, those were the people who like cried and took their ball and ran away. Or went home. Was it to grab their ball and went home? My favorite card is the highlight reel card of Adrian Peterson from college.
Ooh, I want to see that. Take a picture of it and fucking send it to me.
Dude, got a new phone. Haven't been able to get in yet. Why the fuck aren't you able to get in? You forgot your password or something? Let's see. Where's the bench kicking at? After Ricky P, Ray Davis, Burden, Kraft, Goddard, Kyle Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Tajay Brooks. And Crispy said they crying in the car. Go and cry in the car. And Taysom Hill, Michael Lloyd. And that's it. Let me see. No, I guess I don't have that one. Cried in the car. I got a couple smoky ones though.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
And follow Rob say he's still tracking for the expo. So I'd say it's like a 50-50 right now because the tickets are so fucking expensive. We're talking like $500-$600 like plane tickets. So like
damn.
So like I feel like if it's like 6 weeks away, that's like I think when prices start going down a little bit. So I feel like I gotta just wait like a couple more weeks here, and then the prices should drop on the tickets. But yeah, like I feel like if it's like, I don't know, less than 500, like somewhere, I feel like I'm still gonna go, and I'll just throw it on a credit card and pay it off later or something.
Would it be cheaper to drive?
Fuck no, man. It's like across the country, bro.
Yeah, it will take like a couple days, right?
Yeah, fuck that, man. I don't have enough time to do that. Like, yeah, no, and I'm not gonna take And then seeing that I'd have to rent a car because I wouldn't even take my car. Fucking cross state lines like that. And yeah, man, I don't even want to drive with weed. I'd rather fly with weed now. Because like legal state.
Wow, I didn't know you could drive like fucking fly with weed.
Dude, yeah, like when I was flying, I can't remember where I was flying, but when I was here going through TSA, I got pulled aside for security, and we were going to California, I think, and I had like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 eighths like of weed in like the glass jars, and like it was all in like the little toiletries bag. And they pull that out and like, oh shit, is it the weed? And they move the weed and the joints out of the way, and they're like, this is what it is. And it was a big ass tube of toothpaste. And they're like, you got to have the travel toothpaste. They were like, do you want to like pour some of it out and go back through security? And I was like, can I just throw it away and just go? And they were like, yeah, it's fine. So yeah, they didn't care about the weed. They cared about the toothpaste. They didn't even care about the weed.
That's funny.
They pushed it out of the way. And follow Rob said, awesome, I might have some exciting news upcoming and be repping for someone come expo time. Man, bro, what do you mean repping for someone? If you're gonna rep for someone, you should be repping here. Like, what are you trying to do, bro? Like, you need to be repping here. I hate when I hear that. Like, I know that, like, not I hate when I hear that. Hopefully it's something good for you. But you know, I want people to like not feel afraid to like ask me if you want to like try content, you know, because like anyone who like really fucks with the show, you know, I want to give people a platform. If you guys are real 420 crew members, you know, like this is a platform for like,
I could see a future where like not this year, but like maybe next year we get a 420 booth.
Yeah.
And then all the fucking stoners and everyone's going to be fucking flocking to that booth because they're going to see what you have to offer.
Yeah.
And you're gonna show them all that shit, like the fucking bongs and the fucking bags of Wheaties and like all kinds of shit. Like we give away free prizes and donations and all that shit.
Yeah,
dude. Like when I went last year was my first time.
Okay.
I was bored out of my fucking mind. The only fun, like, so when I went to the actual expo, it was booths.
Yeah,
you just walked past them and it was boring, right? That's
yeah.
why we need something exciting like Alex and his 420 booth, man.
Yeah.
The only fun time I had was Saturday night when we went to a fucking bar in downtown Canton.
Fucking thunder.
There was like 5 of us walking into the bar, and I saw these 2 chicks sitting on this bench, and I just instantly, bam, went and talked to these fucking 2 chicks. Me and them were just talking all night. They were like, this is crazy. Like, we're here every Wednesday, every weekend, and it's not busy. It's only busy on the weekdays, on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, they said. But on the weekend, it's dead. So they're like crazy, like, why are all these people here? And I'm like, this is the fantasy football crew. Like, everyone's here. This is all fantasy football.
Nice.
And we were playing baseball in the middle of the street in downtown at like 3 a.m. Like, I got stranded in the middle of downtown.
Oh man.
4 a.m. And I was pissed because there was no
Follow
No
Rob said
Ubers,
draft.
no nothing.
No, there's no because of the time, like because
Yeah.
of where it's at or
So what happened was like everyone was in the bars, and I was pissed because my boss from Fancy Six Pack he left me because there was only a 3-person cab and there was 5 of us.
oh.
So I was pissed because like I was only there because you promised that you would get me back to my hotel. Anyway, long story short, I walked down the street and I'm like, my dude Nate from Optimus Fantasy Football. I was like, I know he's down the street. I talked to him. I'm like, motherfucker left me. Can you give me a ride? He's like, yeah, I got you. But he was so fucked up. He didn't even know that I even was in front of him. So I'm sitting there trying to download Uber on my fucking Play Store, not working. And
real quick, shout out to TJ. I don't know how I missed this. Maybe I just didn't like refresh the page or whatever, but TJ threw down $20 as well. So he actually got us over 300.
TJ, awesome, dude.
I think that would be 311.
310. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 311. Yeah, because the dude threw $11. So hell yeah.
And
we got the odd number.
Yeah, he threw 21 because fuck Crispy, he said.
Yo.
Hold on, where is it? Oh, no, that's not the one.
Oh,
that one.
Yup.
I got a couple more. Listen.
And all these hoes laughing like something funny. Dude, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. What I just said.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yes. Yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Play it again.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You got the rap? You got the whole rap?
No. Well, I'll
you got to get the rap.
I'll get that though. I got that. We'll get the other one. And Follow Rob said draft day is the best. Man, as long as they're not on no shady shit. I mean, I wouldn't even draft with them. Like the if you're talking about the draft night out.
No. Fuck that shit.
Just there, but there is a space where like just drafts are happening, right? Where like
okay, so you have the expo. What the fuck do they call them? God damn it!
Check it out.
It's the main draft. There's 4 different rooms. There's an IDP combo league, but then there's like the main guys that are all like from CBS and Player Profiler, blah blah blah. But then they have another room where they have like booth, like a broadcast set up where they're broadcasting this draft. And this is like the top guys. So like I went from room to room, and then they have the women's draft, which I spent a lot of time in because I like macking on women. But half of them are lesbians. But anyway, it was fun.
Yeah.
But then if you leave the
Queens and Kings Classic, yeah,
Kings Classic, yeah.
So at least I'm glad that they got IDP involved.
Yes,
you can't even call it a Kings Challenge if you don't have IDP involved.
Yeah. So the guy that came in second in the Kings Classic for the IDP League, I drafted his team for all the offense. He drafted the defense because he's the IDP master. I'm the offensive master. We came in second place, but I also left after his 20th round because like it's like a 30-some round, like it's deep. Yeah. I left to go to the bar that's down right, like probably 100 yards away, and I discovered a bunch of people that are just doing their own drafts. There's like 7 or 8 drafts going on at once.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I get into these drafts? Because
see, if I go there like that, like if I go there, that's what I want to do, and they could be for best ball leagues, or they could be.
I was walking around. I met Shane Manila, one of my dudes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like Shane, dude. Like we talked for like an hour while he was drafting, and then Scott Connor is another one that was drafting with him that I'm friends with. Like, but there's a girl that I was in a draft with from another league, in an 18-team league. And it's my buddy's like, dude, that's whatever her name is. I forgot her name. I walk over to her. I'm like, hey, you're on the clock. You know that, right?
What?
Well,
you were telling her.
Yeah, I was like, you're on the clock. You need to draft. She's like,
Brown, it is it's August 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's in Canton, Ohio. And so like it's pretty much the expo is Sunday the 10th.
No,
And
Sunday
the-
sucks. You want to go for Friday and Saturday?
No, I know, and well, no, just let me give the lead up. So I mean, Sunday is like the expo, but like Friday, they always there's some party that goes
Big
down,
party.
and then Saturday that's like a day of like drafting and like
All drafts.
also if you get the VIP ticket to the expo, you get I think you get a free entry to the Hall of Fame. But
Wait. I'm gonna give you a hack. Do not buy the Hall of Fame ticket because you can get in for free no matter what.
oh,
Yeah, you don't need to buy it. You just go in the side door, and that leads right up to the steps where you can go to the Hall of Fame.
no, okay, well there you go.
They didn't check my pass or nothing.
Okay. Well, whatever. Either way, I mean, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, especially like we're gonna be smoking a lot of weed and doing stuff. And how much do you get paid to travel to Ohio? Shit, I wish I got paid to travel to Ohio. I'm gonna be spending money out of my own
I
pocket.
live in Ohio, and I wouldn't fucking pay to live here. Like, I actually didn't pay to live here, but I wouldn't pay to visit here. Fuck Ohio.
But yeah, if anyone wants to go, I mean, man, if even if it's one person, like let's split a hotel room so we can just get everything cheaper or whatever.
There's I already looked it up. There's hotel rooms for 4 people. It's 2 beds, obviously, but it's 3.1 miles away from where you need to be.
Uh-huh.
And it's $198 for Friday night and Saturday night. So you get 4 people, that's $50 each.
Yeah. I'm not doubling up on the beds though. That'll be for 2 of us.
Well, no, like my buddy that got our room, he has air mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
So two people on the bed, 2 people on the air mattress.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have no air mattresses or anything like that. So I mean, I don't know. They could have the rollaway.
You're balling enough where you can get a fucking Airbnb.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not gonna get it if there's like not gonna be a bunch of people coming though. Right? Podsen said 4 people, 2 beds. Yeah, they're getting getting a little spicy over there. But he said they got the air mattresses.
Well, you could always double up and just if like 2 people, 2 room.
That's what I'm saying. Jamie's free to do whatever he wants. I think it would be if there's 2 beds, it's probably only going to be 2.
I'm
guys.
willing to fucking sleep in my car. So I live like an hour and 10 minutes from where I'm supposed to be. So if I drive, I'll park. There's a parking lot right across the street from the hotel that everyone stays at, but this hotel's like $400 a night. So I ain't paying $400 a night.
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the fucking car that I'm paying $11 to pay to park there.
Yeah. I believe it. Yeah, I already have no room in my own bed at home. If I'm on vacation, I gotta have a little bit of bed in a little bit of room in the bed. All right, back to Brown squad. So I mean the bench was kind of weak. Kraft and Goddard, they definitely raise the average a little bit. Maybe
I like Ridley Reed.
Maybe in a couple weeks, J.K. Dobbins will be the type of guy who like raises the average, of the bench. But
did you hear what Dobbins went to Denver yesterday? No, today.
Yeah, I mean nothing's happened yet though. So
he had dinner with the coaches, and he went and looked around the facility. So there has to be some kind of interest. So what are we doing with RJ Harvey? Why are we drafting him so high?
Well, I mean, everybody's got rookie fever. That's really what it comes down to. Hey, TJ, just stay out of each other's sleeping bags. Crispy, 50 million gay guys can't be wrong. Can't even argue with that logic. Oh man, fucking hilarious. I'm gonna give that a C plus. I feel like I've seen better benches from you. Let me see. We went on a huge roundabout tangent there, but so we had a B plus for the QB, B minus for the RBs, B for the wide receiver, B plus for the IDP, and then a C plus for the bench. Okay.
Oh no shit! Fucking TJ sent me a video of that card.
Yeah. was trying-
Holy shit, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. I was gonna try to after the grades, I was gonna try to pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, pull it up.
Because I can't fucking download it for some reason. Facebook, they don't let you download the videos. So it's the RBs and it's the bench, bringing the averages down a little bit here. And I'm gonna say that they kind of counterbalanced both, and we're gonna call this one an 85.
I like it. 85 is a great score.
Yeah. Here goes K2. K2 also donated $100 to the cause.
Thank you, K2.
TJ says not even as expensive as you'd think. I mean, that's what's cool about some cards. It's like it's just like anything else, right? You get something at the right time, the right place, you know, and it's mostly about the right time than anything. Okay. He started off with Jaden Daniels, Fields, Bryce Young. Anybody else? Oh, he got them all. You got them all. Taylor, Mariota, and Dalton. Or wait. Yeah. So, I mean, to me, Daniels, he's like a B plus. Fields Fields is like a B minus. Bryce Young's like a C plus. So I think that this would. I'm going to say that it's a B, and then because you got all the backups, that bumps it up one, so that would end up making it a B plus. Brees Hall, Walker, Montgomery. Man, see, look at this draft. Remember a couple days ago, I took Montgomery in the 4th round, but it was because there was like 30 running backs that had like already gone by that point. It's like, man, now we're getting these ones where the running backs aren't really going like that crazy, and that's like really good value. 8th round. And then Aaron Jones and Najee. I'm going to say a B plus because of the quality and quantity.
I say B plus. It's right on that verge.
Yeah. What do you think of the Amon-Ra news that we heard today, that he had surgery on something but he should be good by July, even before training camp starts?
Well, yeah, no. So if you're good by August, you're good. Like
training camp starts at the end of July now, right? Very end.
Yeah.
I mean, literally like last couple days of July.
Yeah, if he's gonna be good by August, I'm completely in on him because he still has a month in a couple weeks until he hits the field.
Yeah.
So go get your surgery now. Like, what would worry me is if he
he already got the surgery. They didn't have to disclose it until now. But like, I don't even know if they had to disclose it. He just wasn't at practice in the OTAs because it's like it's mandatory for people now. Like now we're at least like
we're voluntary. We're like Deontay Johnson didn't show up to the Browns, so like that worries me. But like,
he's a bum.
He's a bum.
Yeah.
So like
Kirk
he has
Cousins,
some kind of an injury. Good thing he did it. He took care of it early because if he let it linger and it went through the whole season, that's what would worry me. But since he took care of it, hey, I want to give
upper body injury.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to fucking Toker, dude. Toker won, man. He just messaged me.
There we go. Damn right, Pod Son. He's a bum then. He's a bum now.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
And this goes out to you, Deontay Johnson.
Get a job, you bum.
Get a job, you bum.
So, hey, Toker won, dude. Did you send me a friend request a few days ago? Because I remember seeing that name, and I ignored it because I didn't know who it was.
It probably didn't say Toker won. It probably
said his name, but I didn't know the name.
Yeah.
So, and I looked, and I didn't see he was friends with anyone that I knew. But I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna go find that.
And let me see. And there's sometimes where I just communicate with people and I just communicate with people and we don't
Well, I interact with people daily, like a lot.
Yeah,
of
see,
people.
look,
So I thought he was like someone from one of my Facebook groups that
Yeah.
just wanted my opinions or whatever. And I'm like, sometimes I get sick of it, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'll give you free advice, but like, there's a certain point where like you need to stop sending me hundreds of messages a day.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's tough. And like, I know that like, some people think of me a certain way as like only, because I'll answer people, but it's like, if I just said I'll answer anybody's questions whenever they want for free, like there's so many people who just take advantage of that. And like the thing that I hate also is like I won't even answer the question if it's someone random. Like they'll message the group and then they'll message all the different like chats within the group and then they'll message me as well. Like I don't know how many other people they're messaging to directly, but it's like you're like polling the whole world. Like it's like my opinion doesn't even matter like at that point anyways.
Yeah. So Toker 1, I just accepted your friend request.
There we go.
Dude. I'm gonna send you a free fucking jersey, man.
And Crispy, so you're after Ziggy and Pod Sunshine, strictly only a community with us in this chat, only where it matters. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You man.
Like I do other fancy content, and then when I'm on here, it's like you don't even need to watch that shit because I'm real with you here, and I'm telling you the same fucking thing here. You don't need to watch my other shit.
And okay, so I don't even think I gave the wide receiver pass catcher grade, but it's Amon Ra, DJ. I want to score more, and Evan Ingram.
Those two.
I mean, I do, but man, there's no quantity in there.
Well, you went heavy on the
running backs.
Running backs, and I love the Fields, which Daniels. So you got to remember, man, like you can't have an A++. You always have to suffer at one position somewhere. But having DJ Moore and St. Brown as your 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's why I gotta still give it a B+. I mean, it suffers because it can't be an A in my eyes because there's just like no depth there. But we'll
only
see.
Start 2, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, that's what. But when you only start 2, that means they can never have a bad week. Like if you have quantity, that means they can have an off week, and depending on who you have, maybe it doesn't. Maybe nothing's affected, but that's all I'm saying. Just there's like zero depth to the starting lineup for the wide receivers. We'll see. We'll check the bench here shortly. We're looking at IDP now. Ernest Jones, Nick Cross, EJ Speed, Frankie Lulu, Peyton Wilson. That's a dope top 5.
I like it. Peyton Wilson kind of makes me nervous, but I love the first 4.
Yeah, and even then, Devin Lloyd, I mean, he probably should have been drafted before Peyton Wilson anyways.
Yeah. So Lloyd going in the Wilson spot, I like that a lot.
So let's see. So that's Lloyd, McFadden, Medalist, Lake, Alante Taylor, nice. Morig, and Davis Gaither. So that's 12. 12. Let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yeah, 12 is the threshold. Like, I mean, if you're money from top to bottom, I would still give someone an A. I'm gonna say that this is a B+ though. But yeah, if you get more than 12, I feel like you're almost like weakening your offensive bench a little bit, and like you need more depth on the offense than defense, I would feel, because you're going to get injuries on both sides of the ball. I mean, it's usually just how it goes. And there's just less starters, though, that have to start on defense. All right, now let's see this bench. So Higgins, Kirk. I I guess you got both guys from the Texans, but man, like screw Kirk. I'm sure there's someone better that you could have got than him. Ferguson, not too shabby. Guadendo, Palmer. Calvin Austin, Noah Gray, Michael Wilson, Tutu Atwell. All right, cool. Yeah, so Tucker once they invited you to his community. He's building up a solid fantasy group over there as well.
That's on Facebook.
Yeah. I think it's like all fantasy football or something like that.
I will definitely join, and I'll throw all my content on there.
I am going to say, I'm going to say a C+ on this one as well. Yeah, same as the others, the other one. So let's see how his average is out now. So it's a B+, a B+, a B+, so 3 B+ across the board for offense because of
That's great.
Getting all your backups for the QBs, and then B+ for the defense, and C+ for the bench though. See that's the only place where it suffered a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna say it's man, like that's, I mean, 4 B+ and 1 C+. I gotta feel like this is one of those 88 mile per hour DeLorean B+ specials right here. Yeah, I mean, damn, 4 out of the 5 categories you got a B+ on.
Yeah, you can't do any better than that.
Well, you can.
Well, no, because you have to suffer. Because if you got an A in a,
you're gonna suffer somewhere for sure. There's too many sharp people in the drafts.
This is an all-around good draft.
Yeah, too many sharp people in these drafts. It's like, that's why I said it's not that people aren't good enough to get an A. It's like the competition. Like if we had like 10 team, fucking leagues or something, like that's a little bit different. Like then I'm sure we'd have some A's and shit, mixed in. But it's just hard with 12 teamers when you have like legit competition that you're drafting against. And we're drafting hella deep teams.
And you guys know each other. So you know each other's tendencies, you know what to take at certain positions and values, and it's a fucking war, man.
Yeah, I went a little bit like through the numbers, and there is, let's see, there's 18 people who are in 20 or more of these divisions. There's 19 people that are actually in 19 or more. So that's like kind of where like the cut is.
So look at my background. It's a bloodbath. This shit is gonna be wild.
You remember Road Trip? Remember that movie Road Trip with Tom Green? Like he's like messing with the mouse, and Amy Smart comes in. He's like, "Are you here for the feeding?" She's like, "What? What are you talking about?" He was like, "Oh, you're early. It's not until tomorrow, but you should come back. It's gonna be a bloodbath." And K2 said, "Almost hit that 89 again, man. If you would have had an A mixed in there, like that, you gotta have an A to get. I mean, even if you would have had only 3 B+, you would have got an 87. But having the 4 B+, that's where it had to be a B+. The
only way to get an A is if other people in the league suck at drafting so bad that your team is stacked from front to top.
Because I even said to get an A, you have to have at least 3 A categories, and then you have to have a B+ category besides that. And your last thing has to be like your bench has to be like a B. If it's not a B, like, you're not, that's not even going to carry it, like, to raise the score anywhere. And the K2 said, just need a few more hits. He said, however, this team loses now.
Watch this team wins the whole thing.
I mean, you never know, right? Like,
no.
Because, I mean, there's so much, like, the thing that's so cool about this tournament, like, this is what's so cool about this tournament and why it's like, it's fun because like it's not hard to make the playoffs, but you can't draft a bunch of people who get injured. You know, if you play a really tough schedule, like you have to score really high, you know, to make sure that you're not going 0-2 in a lot of these weeks. So it's not hard to make the playoffs. I mean, shit, 25% of every league, 25% of this tournament is making the playoffs. But from there, like, dude, just think about all the different variables you're going up against potentially, you know, teams from 200 different leagues. You know, just imagine the combinations of players that are out there. You know, it's so insane. And last year, remember, like first and second, they were only like 2 points apart. You know, like second and third were like less than a point apart. You know, like it came down to like all these different combos, and you never know what combo is going to make it in week 17.
So I know we're all drafting for value, but if you actually draft for week 16 and 17 and work those correlations, look at the schedules, look at the bye weeks and who has a later bye week that are going to be in the playoffs in week 16, 17, who's going to sit their starters because they aren't necessarily needing to win that game. It all factors into a tournament like this.
Right. And like that's what's so cool about like the game against the median, where you play the entire league, because nobody's out of it. People can make runs in these leagues like real late, you know, and swoop in on the 4th spot like in the very last game of week 14. It can happen. I saw it happen last year. TJ said, just counted, got 19 lotto tickets so far. Yep. You're so 19 people have 19 or more. That was
I only have
quick
6.
math I saw.
I'm only in 6.
Yeah, so you're not amongst the 19.
But hey, guys, remember I was only in 6 last year, and I won my money back.
5. You're only in 5 last year.
I was only in 5. You're right. I was only in 5 last year. The year before, in 2023, I was only in 5 also, but I came in second place in the whole tournament and got $1,000. So I put $50 in to win a fucking $1,000.
Yeah, I think that's when we had. I think there was 242 teams in. Let me go double check. Let's go see.
It's anyone's game.
Yeah. So that was no, actually that was 2023 that happened, right? Yeah. So that's when we had 888 teams involved.
So not even 1,000.
Yeah. And it started off in 2021, 120 teams, 2022, 252 teams, 2023 was 888 teams, 2024 was 1,704. And then right now, what division? We just finished the number 94 division. We're at 1,128 right now and counting.
Those awesome numbers.
Yeah, so we should crack 2,000. We should crack 200 leagues. Like we're on pace to do it.
And when we get to the 177, we'll do a league dedicated to Anthony Servino. And like I said, I'll pay for everyone's.
It'll be that 177.
Everyone that just donated to his GoFundMe is automatically in that league for a free entry.
Yeah. And I should have marked that one league to see how bad the team chokes. And Toyota said, yeah, it's funny because you grade versus projection points sometimes don't line up. Right. But like also, I don't think all IDPs like are like projected yet. So I think that's also something that could like mess with scores. And like, there's some people who like you look at like what they're projected for and you're like, no fucking way like this is going to happen. So like, yeah, like Sleeper's a little bit off their rocker when it comes to this stuff as well. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is all for fun. Like, I'm guessing, I'm projecting, and I'm kind of like, giving grades based on like current value, like right now. And we'll see how it all lines up. I'm sure I shit on Derek's team, that like won last year. I mean, probably that's why it did good.
Probably gave it like a C minus. Won the whole championship.
Yep, probably. All right, the Bayou. Here we go. Mahomes and CJ Stroud.
I like it. Don't hate it.
I guess I feel like I would have just wanted to wait for round 2 for Mahomes because a lot of times he
I
goes
don't
there.
like it. Running backs. Damn.
You got Richardson and Shaw. So you got a couple other guys. You guys hear the news about Richardson? He's already had problems with his AC.
Does it even matter? Because he couldn't throw anyway with a shoulder that doesn't hurt.
It just makes it worse, like this athletic freak, he can have like just one little tiny issue, in his body out of like, this whole great big Greek god of a body that everybody says that he has. And like that one little thing fucks up the thing that he needs more than anything to actually be good. Yep. Fucks up his strength, fucks up his accuracy, and he's not accurate to begin with. But this is also why we got to be careful of these one-hit wonders in college. Because you look at it, he only had one good year and like it was good, but like it was more hyped than anything. Like he got hyped because of the combine and like everything that he was doing was like the best metrics ever except throwing, So like I told people not to buy the hype on them, and that's what we got to remember. Like certain guys, we just can't buy the hype. All right. And K2 said week 2, it's H2O or Gatorade for him.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
Water sucks. It really sucks. It was freaking out. I said, no, you're bad people. You're all bad people. I'm gonna say a B for the QBs, and then running backs, Kyren, Kamara, Pollard, and Warren. I mean, I don't hate that. It's not horrible. I mean, he's got 2, somewhat higher end running backs, right? Somewhat close to like, hold on, we got some trades here. But I feel like Williams and Kamara. I'm gonna say this is a B. I mean, it's almost even fringing on a B plus, but I'm gonna say a B.
Kamara seems or Kyren seems a little too early.
Nah, I've seen him go. I mean,
super flex. Dude, I've got him later in a single quarterback league.
Well, I mean, here's the thing though. Like, there's some that he's gonna go later. There's some that he's gonna go earlier. So like, it kind of just depends. Like end of third round isn't bad for him. I've seen him go in the second round a bunch of times.
I've seen him go at the 402 in a single quarterback league.
Yeah, but it also depends on where you're drafting.
Like I would smash that pick.
But see, also I'm sure that where you're drafting probably like half point PPR, right?
Underdog is half point. So yeah, you're right.
This is 2-point PPR. So like extremely different, extremely different. And BKG says sometimes it doesn't matter if your combos are great. No, because like a lot of times, like shit, if just it's who's gonna stay healthy, like that's what a lot of this is. It's like picking these combos that are gonna like stay healthy, because like that's one thing that like I mean, Derek, he had like 3 guys in the top 10 last year who like got hurt and who like went out or whatever. But like outside of that, he didn't have like a bunch of injuries like from like top to bottom. And so that's just one of those things is like, yeah, these combos, people, I think they take them a little bit too seriously sometimes. And I say, yeah, but that's out of our control. It for sure is, that's why we got to do a bunch. It's really that's why you do a bunch, right? Because like it's different in a redraft league or dynasty, like, where you can go to the waiver wire and replace someone, where you can trade and, replace someone. And like, that's what's fun about best ball is it's like awesome draft practice for us. But like, it's also about trying to fit these puzzle pieces and get these different combos. And like, yeah, you never know which combo is going to be the one that does it. So that's why it's just fun to do a bunch.
That's why I love Dynasty Best Ball, because you had that aspect of building a roster plus you could pick people off waivers, you could make trades. And
Yeah.
it also has that aspect where you don't need to set a lineup because that's my least favorite part is setting lineups every week.
That's the thing that's the variable that probably loses people more games than wins them, because if you think about like the average person probably fucks up more, like leaving the guys on the bench or whatever. Like not too many people, including myself or anybody in the world, sets perfect lineups. Like it doesn't happen. Like you might set one lineup perfect one week, but like I doubt I've ever set two perfect lineups, in a week where I didn't have one guy on the bench that outscored my starters. It just doesn't happen.
And that's the best ball aspect of it. So that's one of my favorite is Dynasty best ball.
I've started a few this year.
Yeah.
I started
3 or 4. I just started. I'm in the middle of a draft now. I'm in the 26th round, 24th round.
The first ones that I started were Superflex IDP, and I hopped in both of those.
Hell yeah!
Because I want to make sure that I'm a guinea pig.
I love the IDP aspect, man. Even if it's like a full 10 start 10 offense, which is what I make mine. And if you have 5 IDPs, just flexes, or even start 1 at LB, CB, and DE, and then have 2 flexes. So it's still 5 people.
Brown, take a picture and send it to me, because I have so many that I need to take pictures of. But like now I think I just want to go through and just do it for 420 crew members, because I have like 100 or so like trades, and they're like getting so backlogged now that I gotta like start deleting some. But yeah, send it to me. I'll get yours bumped to the front, and then I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna delete all the trades that are like not 420 crew members on there. And like,
you talking about the videos that you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love those videos, man. I'll comment on those all the time. So keep submitting them. Alex will put them up.
Well, no, they don't even submit them. I like trades happen in these leagues, and like ones that are interesting to me, I screenshot, and they, but now I have like so many that I need to catch up, because like I got to trades got fucking insane during like, the rookie drafts. It's like, man, we're talking insane amount of trades. All right, and sorry, Bayou, we're over here smoking and talking. And what BK say? He said combos are underrated, like Henry Bucky. Won't be on most teams, but you can reach if they're, then that's pays it. Yeah, nobody really doing combos yet. Yeah, and seeing like
I always do combos.
Well, I mean, see, like, but is it conscious about the combos? Because like, like I'm not necessarily like trying to get certain guys, because I'm doing so many of these that I have guys that I want in certain rounds, certain positions, at least in like the top. And then it kind of just, I have names that I want, but it's kind of where let the chips fall where they may. Okay. So I know we had a B for the quarterbacks. We had, I want to say a B for the running backs, and then wide receivers, Hill, McLaurin, Olave, Kelsey, and only 2. So it stops at Kelsey. What do you think about Warren? I mean, not Warren. What do you think about McLaurin potentially holding out?
I don't think it's gonna happen. They'll either get him some kind of a contract, but he'll still be the main guy in offense. They need him.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he better they better fucking pay his ass. So I'm gonna say a B for the wide receivers also. IDP, Okereke, Van Ginkel, nice. Jesse Bates. Cooper DeJean and DeMario Davis. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, he took Cooper DeJean way too early, but it's not too shabby. But everybody else around there, you know, we're talking top tier guys. And Cooper DeJean, he's just not top tier for fantasy IDP yet. You know, like he's real dope, but
I
it's
took DeMario Davis over Cooper DeJean, but the fact that he got Davis a round later, I don't hate it.
You just didn't need to draft him there. Like
Yeah,
you could have got him like
another
maybe
guy in another position, Pat Bryant or Al Shazier.
And even if you're trying to draft him early to like get ahead of the curve, that's too early. Draft him in the 22nd, you know, because like even Brown said it. He's like, he probably wouldn't even draft him until like the 28th round, you know, because he's like, he's good, but he's not like top end like that. So that's all I'm saying. You can still draft him high, but like even drafting him high would be like 4 rounds later. Crispy said it shouldn't be hard to delete the trades because 90% of them are stupidity by misled sheep. Well, no, because I don't screenshot a lot of bullshit ones. Like I try to get ones that I think like people will have opinions on both sides. You know, like unless it's like mine, I hope that everyone just says like, oh, I like your side the most, you know, but I try to pick the trades that like I think that people will vote for both sides. And like I'm curious to see what people say.
Like I sent you a trade once and I'm like, hey, see what people think about this that I made. And you put it on and it got interactions.
Yeah. Said to be honest, comboing wide receivers is pretty smart if you get like them on and add 4. Yeah, for sure. And okay. So here goes the bench part of this. So Starks, probably too early on him also. He's a free safety. If he was a strong safety, I probably wouldn't even say anything, but he's a free safety. I don't know if he pays off that capital. Like you could draft him in like the 30s though, like pretty easily. Jermaine Pratt, that was a good pick. Tremaine Edmonds, Tranquil. I really don't like Tranquil, so I'm just trying to get everyone to not draft him. Like let someone else draft him. I don't even want 420 crew members to draft him. He's just like he fails. Adebo's nice. Buckner's really nice in the 30s also. And I totally forgot he got Rudolph at the end. And man, I need to get this sound drop. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's from the sitter where Method Man is like, man, you know what? If we need a crazy white boy to come roll with us and get punched in the face, we'll call you up. So Rudolph just got called for. TJ said I was told I was doing too much. What are you talking about? What were you doing too much about? I think that I'm going to say a B. Yeah, I'm going to say a B. There's a couple questionable picks that I just would have went in a different direction with. If there's one thing I know, it's IDP players.
Yeah, Alex I can 100% vouch. Alex knows his IDP players. He taught me a lot of what I learned about IDP so far. And I've only been doing this for 2 years for IDP.
And more to go. And let's see. And then the bench. Shaheed, Mostert, Royals, Douglas, De'Ami Brown, Singletary, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I don't like that Singletary. I don't like the Scantling. Tolbert in the second last round. I don't mind that.
Yeah. And is it good enough for I feel like it's a C+ status though.
Yeah, I put it at C+.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start. I mean, not grading the bench a little bit harder, but I don't know. Like, there's, you know, if you draft a bunch of quarterbacks and IDPs in your teen rounds, and you don't, you know, put any emphasis on your bench skill players there, you're probably not going to get that good of a bench score. But, you know, you got a B+ on the IDP. I mean, his QBs, I mean, they were, I mean, I don't know if, I mean, Richardson and Shaw weren't really raising the averages, but they definitely didn't lower it, though. So let's see. B, 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 and C+. So really the C+ is the only thing kind of bringing the grade down. And I guess I feel like even having like four things right there. I mean, I'm gonna say it's an 84. Almost just right smack in the middle of the B. Okay, I've done one RB combo. Might go for a wide receiver combo next on DK. Hopefully won't get the pick too late. So what was your RB combo that you put together? Yeah, Jamie throwing in the super chat for Anthony. I'm glad that we got to raise some money for his GoFundMe, man. That feels good. I mean, you know, there's people donating, you know, 500, 1,000. There's a couple people, but as a crew, we raised over $300 and what? Like
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm gonna make sure everyone knows in the community that you guys did this.
Oh yeah, man. And yeah, we got to show love for our fallen fantasy football comrades.
Like two years ago in the Scott Fish Bowl, they have this thing called Fantasy Cares where you can donate to Fantasy Cares.
Yeah,
I don't know where that money goes, right?
Well, that's Scott Fish. Like when you see when he donates to like Make a Wish or whatever. Like I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. But
it goes through something, but
it goes to his organization as well that he gets paid off of, and you know stuff. But people act like it doesn't happen.
But in 2003, I donated my 107. I had the 107, and I was like, I'm gonna put this pick up, and I'm gonna take my favorite rookie, which was Roschon Johnson. I'll take Roschon Johnson at 107. But I need to get at least $200 donated. So I had $214 donated for me to pick Roschon Johnson at 107, and I did it. I could have had Kelsey, and that was a year Kelsey did awesome. Like, I do it for the charity, man.
There you go. Let's see. Henry, Bucky, Jaden, JD Moore, Pickens, Debo, Warren, Pierce is what I expected to be week 17. Okay. And where do you do this on Underdog? Bucky versus the Dolphins, Henry versus the Packers, Colts versus Jags. Yeah, Dallas and Chicago. Yeah.
So I'm in the fishbowl this year.
Kings, okay.
Cool. Cleveland Indians division.
Okay.
So I'm picking number 7 this year also, and I'm gonna figure out a way to donate.
Did you want is number 7 what you requested?
Yeah. So I was the 4th one in the draft to pick my spot.
Okay.
So I knew I wanted the Cleveland Indians, and I'm in a draft with Rich Rebarb. You know, he's a famous person. People know Cleveland. Garrett, not Garrett Wilson. He's a fucking football player. Garrett Price. He's from Dynasty Nerds. He's in my division. There's an IDP guy in my division, and I'm gonna dominate his ass because he doesn't know shit.
Is it literally an IDP, like one of the people from the IDP guy?
Yeah. It's an IDP. Let me look it up. I'll tell you in a second. But it's an IDP guy. But my co-host Steve, who's also an IDP guy, he asked me what division I'm in. I told him. He joined it because this is his first time in Scott Fish Bowl.
Yeah.
And I have him in my division, and he saw this guy's name, and he's like, he knows who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this guy sucks. Like, he has no right being in our division. We're going to dominate him. I'm like, well, you're going to ask me for advice during this whole draft because there's no IDP in this draft.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why are you making fun of this other IDP guy?
Yeah. Oh man, it has begun.
And this is my co-host that's saying this, and I'm like, I'm trying to defend this guy. Like, what the fuck are you talking shit for? Why can't we all get along?
Let's see. All right. We got 3 420 crew drafts that are going to be starting here soon. I got to just make sure that everybody knows we're about to start because we were just waiting on like one person to pay to get these drafts rolling.
Was
And,
it a slow draft?
yeah, all the rookie drafts are slow drafts. Yeah, it's rookie drafts. Yeah, and because yeah, like for the 420 crew, there's some people getting a little antsy, but like I'm just not really gonna kick people out of the 420 crew leagues who are like, I mean, I really don't kick anybody out of leagues if you're communicating with me on when you can pay. You know, like it may slow up the draft, but like, you know, like because we don't start until everyone's paid. But I don't know. I don't want to kick people out because they can't afford to pay like right away. But then there was one guy who's like, dude, I totally forgot to pay and I just bought a boat. And I'm like, okay. So you gonna be able to pay like now or what? You fuck.
Like what the cost of the buy-in is like? Oh
yeah, it's a 55 buy-in. Yeah, so
yeah, like what are you gonna fucking buy a 24 pack of beer instead of paying your fucking dues? Come on.
Like some people I know, if you got whatever the issues are, if people come with like any kind of like issue, just never I just don't you know, I'll just take it with a grain of salt until I have a reason to think you're a liar. I'll just take you at your word. But then there's all these people who like just go completely ghost, you know, and those are the people who like when it gets to the deadlines and all that, those are just going to be the people to who are going to get replaced, you know, first. Their teams are going to be on the chopping block first. And mainly just sharing this so people remember towards the end of the season, if it's a $30 league that you're in for next year, it's on League Safe, just pay that shit when you have the money. You know, like don't wait until like, you know, the March 1st latest deadline, you know, to pay. Just like knock that shit out in advance because it makes my life easier and it makes all the drafts go way quicker. There you go.
100%.
BK said he's about to pick number 4 and he's about to go Puka. Okay.
Number 4 at Puka? That seems early. So you're gonna pick Puka over CeeDee Lamb?
He's doing DraftKings.
Well, yeah, like I don't care. DraftKings is a full point PPR. So I do like Puka, but like over Lamb, it's gonna go Chase, it's gonna go Bijan, and it's gonna go Barkley. So you have the choice. But who did I pick? I actually had the 4th. No, I didn't have the 4th, but if I had the 4th, I would go CeeDee Lamb over Puka.
Tucker wants to drop the link for the GoFundMe. Let me get it.
Dude, Tucker won. Didn't you already donate? Dude, you do so much for the community, man. You just invited me to your Facebook group.
Let me see. And
see, in my Facebook groups, I didn't drop the GoFundMe because I don't want people to donate whatever. I mean, they could, but I did it to let the community know we lost a great soul.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
So it's awesome that you're getting all these people in your chats to donate. This is going to be greatly appreciated and it'll be never forgotten.
Okay. All right, Ziggy. Here goes Ziggy Squad. He said, at least for me, I won't join a league if I can't pay for it right away. Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about I'm talking about dynasty leagues that are like carrying over. So that's what I mean. Like, because there's some people who, they'll just wait instead of like paying it in advance. Like ever since Sleeper added that lock tool, that made it like way better. So now pretty much if you're not paid up, your team is locked. But this year has been like way crazier, man. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like people taking the leagues more seriously, going into year 2, but now people are trading there 2026, 2027, paying these years in advance, 2028, paying them all in advance,
Yeah, so 2027 that I've seen a lot because people want to get those receivers that are coming out that year. There's like 2 elite receivers that are going to be in the top 5 overall.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of quarterbacks next year. I want those receivers in 2027.
Okay. Here goes Ziggy Squad. So Jordan Love and Dak Prescott. Oh, and Toyota one said, I never did Dynasty. I don't know how that works besides just listening to you guys. Well, man, you should get into one of the dynasties. I need stuff. I mean, well, these two teams that I have, I mean, they are a little bit of rebuilds, but you do get advice, from me. It's leagues that I'm in. Trying to fill 2 420 crew orphan teams. They need a good home, guys. There is it's 2 of them. They're both $81. These are like the last 2 that I have for right now. I feel like there's a couple other people who they messaged me back like a month ago, and then now they're not messaging me back, so I may have another orphan team or 2 here soon.
Okay, so I want to recommend Toyota one. If you've never done Dynasty before in your life, don't start with an orphan.
Right. Do a startup.
Start fresh.
And I got a $30 one that you could jump in, and if you're in there, I'm sure we can get some 420 crew members in.
If you want an orphan team, I recommend doing like a free one just to fuck around with. But no, get in a dynasty. You need to join Alex's 420 crew dynasty leagues. He's got startups all the time, right? And then once you get used to that, then you can take over orphans and learn how to build.
Hell yeah. All right. So I'm gonna say a B for the QBs here. RBs with Bijan, Mixon, Javonte Williams. I'm gonna say a B plus. Wide receivers: CeeDee Lamb, Rice, Sutton, Godwin, Jamison Williams. It's pretty solid 5 right there. I'm gonna say B plus for that. IDP, Spillane, Henley, Buda Baker, Antoine Winfield, Edrin Cooper, Josie Jewell, Byard, Delpit, Sean Elliott, Jordan Hicks, Diablo. I'm going to say B plus for that. And then bench, Pittman, Ford, Wan'Dale Robinson, Dubs, Wicks, Pierce. How many of those Green Bay guys did you get? I guess just those 2, huh? Yeah, just Dubs and Wicks. And then Pierce, Komet, Bashard Smith, Amari Cooper, Yoshivas, Elijah, I want to score more. Deontay Johnson. We're just talking about how much of a bum he is.
Get a job, you bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
I'm gonna say a C plus for this as well.
I'm gonna say D minus because you drafted Deontay.
D for Deontay.
Because I'm too old to waste my time trying to train a no-good loser like you, you bum!
Yup. Catch me outside. How about that?
Wait, did my comment show up?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, we got this one from a little earlier, but I don't know. I don't.
No, I
see
said
it.
fuck Deontay.
Oh, see, maybe YouTube blocked it.
Oh, fuck YouTube. I'm gonna write it again.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, they blocked it again.
Yeah, because you're putting fuck. Like I think
No, I put FUK.
I mean, YouTube's just smart. Let me see.
And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
So
All right,
far,
there we go. This
Puka,
should go
AJ
through.
Brown, Jacobs, and Rice went 27 and Lamar 12.
That one went through.
There you go. Fiante Ducks.
What I just said.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna C plus for that bench. And so let's see. So it's a B plus, B plus, another B plus, and then a C plus. Man, this one's an 87. This one's an 87. It had the got the average brought down a little bit because of the bench, but yeah, pretty solid. Hey, Minnesota Marty, what up, bro? Bro, check this out. We got a new sponsor of the show, Jerome Baker THCA, and you could order it and get it delivered right to your doorstep. Here goes the link, just in case.
Marty is late to the party.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah, Marty, bro, we got a GoFundMe for Anthony Servino. He passed away yesterday. 420 crew.
Showing love. All right. Last one is crispy here. Okay, we're just playing it straight. I got a salad delivered to me right now, so I'm gonna do this last grade and then we're gonna get up out of here. So crispy, he's got Burrow, Herbert, and Tua. Man, you got Tua late after like all.
Yeah,
it's like everyone drafted their QBs and then Tua just sat there for a while.
You could even have skipped Tua and went somewhere else, and I would still love this team.
Browning, Wilson, Milrow, Heineke. All right, so you got all the backups.
Out points.
Yeah, because of getting all the backups, I'm gonna say A because I was gonna say a B plus, but it's just gonna bump it up to an A.
It's got to be an A. He spent his first 2 picks on. Yeah,
not always though, because Herbert, I feel like
top 8, top 9.
He has the potential to be. He's also cursed in my eyes though, being on the Chargers. So like, bad things can happen real quick.
I would have liked him to have targeted like Trey Harris late.
Maybe. So running backs, Cook, Brown, and Connor. I'm gonna say a B. It's not not too shabby.
Because Cooked outside my top 12. So was Brown. So was Connor's like around 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it a B.
Wide receivers: Nico, Judy, and Myers. and Andrews would be in that mix also.
That's ugly, man. I like Nico, but you suffered when you took Judy and Myers.
I mean, I don't think that's horrible, but I mean, it's probably a B. I mean, Nico's like a B plus to me.
Nico's an A to me.
Okay,
but like Judy's like a B minus. Myers, same.
Okay. IDP, Sherwood, Wagner, Levante David, Grenard, Leonard Williams. Took all the value out of him there, man.
You're pouring all the fucking good IDPs. A plus, dude.
Landry, Zach Allen, damn crispy, and then friend of the show, Jordan Battle.
What's up, guys? I'd like to shout out Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler, and the 420 crew. I also like to let you guys know that defensive players matter too. So get into the IDP league with the Hustler so you can drive players like myself. Let them know, man. Defensive players matter, man. And we make plays just as much as the offense.
Just as much as the offense.
Yes, sir.
Jalen Thompson. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crispy's just living dangerously with only 8. Like, so the thing is like when you have all these linemen, you need to make sure that you have a shitload of them because those are the guys who are inconsistent. High highs, yes, but low lows. I think we're forgetting about that. I mean, you got those 3 guys who should probably be consistent as hell, you know. But like, I'm just saying, man, I'd rather have a couple more of those guys, you know, and a couple less of those defensive ends if you're only taking 8. You'd rather have consistency. But I'm gonna say B plus though. Bench. Strange. Mims, Eckler, Freiermuth, Hollywood Brown. Roshan Johnson.
Roshan, you got an A plus.
Yeah. And then Roman Wilson back to back.
Roman Wilson, another A plus.
Then Arroyo
A.
Miles Sanders, Khalil Herbert, and then Tesla all the way at the bottom.
Roman Wilson, you got
say
a bunch of great players.
I'm gonna say a B minus. There.
I'm gonna say A plus.
So here we go. So B plus, B plus, and B minus. So quarterbacks, IDP, bringing the average up. And you know what? Yeah, those are the guys bringing the average up. I'm gonna say an 86.
I'm gonna say 91.
91.
Well, because you drafted some of my favorite bench guys.
Hell
Roshan
yeah.
Johnson. Hell yeah.
All right. Okay. Jamie, thanks for coming on and sharing all that info. And I'm glad everyone got to get involved and show some support.
I just want to give a thanks out to all the 420 crew that supported Anthony Servino through his family's hard times. And I love you all. I'm going to repay every single person that supported us tonight. So thank you.
And we're rolling these credits. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, don't forget, we got 2 drafts on Saturday and 2 drafts on Sunday. I'd like to fill those morning drafts a little bit earlier, just so I'm not stressing in the morning to try to fill them out. So yeah, you'll see me posting those links. Just jump in those in advance. And Marty, yeah, we got the drafts in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if that helps the schedule, but yes, it would be noon Central Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the